Welcome to a powerful encounter with the Word of God, brought to you by God's servant, Pastor Samuel Ampomah.
Let me tell you something. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. The Bible says, and Joshua turned back and took Hazon and smote the king thereof with the sword of Hazon. Before the time was the head of all those kingdoms. He smote the king with the sword of Hazon. Listen to me. He turned back. Why did Joshua took Hazon? It means that this person has caused damage. Why did Joshua took Hazon? It means that he has caused damage. He has affected people. Please, you can notice something, that you can see all the members of your family. You can notice this person is going through this. This person is facing this. This thing is happening to everyone. That we call it altar. That we call it altar. Altar is where the spirit meets and affect people. That they can't do anything about it except the spirit of the Lord release them. Shout fire. I'm going to raise my prayer point. But I told you that I'm going to show you something. Listen to this. Okay. The sister or the brother who display the scripture for me, do it. Bring that scripture again for me. Joshua chapter number 11 and the verse the verse 10 and 11. Shavande kosutu. Come on, everyone, shout fire. Today I wish like we can pray more than hours. More than 2 hours. I wish. And Joshua at that time turned back and took Hazon and smote the king thereof with the sword of the Hazon before. Why did Joshua to turn? Now what Danny Wenia? Why you be amfano? When you bow be any? Nasa what we were high. What two were near? If you fear, if you turn back and you look at your house, you can notice something in the house. You are still sitting down. Premature death. No marriage. No financial breakthrough. Everyone is struggling. And you people can point that this is the cause of the problem. That the cause of the problem that you have stretched your hands to point it. That is altar. May any altar in your family that are disturbing the members, including you, may that altar, this midnight hour, may that altar catch fire, catch fire, catch fire, catch fire, catch fire. And Joshua destroyed them with fire. Now, Leviticus chapter 6 verse 9. I'm going to put 2 scriptures and I'll show you Three things, and then we begin to pray again. When I raise the prayer point, be serious and pray. Be serious and pray. Leviticus chapter 6, verse 9. Give it to me, my brother. Rego Zindia, Reko Sataya. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command Aaron and his sons, say, this is the law of the burnt offering. And it is the burnt offering because of the burning of the altar all night upon the morning, upon all night unto the morning, all night unto the morning, and the fire of the altar shall burn in it. That is the first one. The second one, Judges chapter 6, verse 25. Judges chapter 6, verse 25. Verse 25. Judges chapter 6, verse 25. Ayandiko Center. Then Gideon built an altar there unto the Lord and called it Jehovah Sharon. Unto this day it is yet in Ophrah of the Abiates. And it came to pass. Anytime you read the Bible and you see it came to pass, you too can say it shall come to pass in your life. And it came to pass that the same what? What do you see there? The same what? All of you, the same what? The same what? Night. Who else again? The same what? Stop sleeping. Why you are still sleeping? It's getting to 3 a.m. The witches are returning back from their meeting. You are still sleeping. Okay. And it came to pass at the same night that the Lord said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of the 7 years old, throw down the altars of Baal that thy fathers has, and cut down the grove that is thereby, is by it. Now, look at this. I'm showing you. There are 3 ways to handle altar. There are 3 ways to handle altar. Everyone wake up. There is a reason. That is why I'm showing you this. I don't talk when we are praying. You know me, I don't talk when we are praying. But the Lord is leading me to say these things to us, particularly those who are praying with me this midnight. Okay, this hour. There are 3 ways to handle altars. Altar or altars, whatever. The first way is midnight. Midnight. The first way is midnight. Don't joke with midnight. We don't handle altars by day. We don't handle altars by morning. He says, command all his sons, saying, this is the law of the burnt offering, and it is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altars all night unto the morning. That is Leviticus chapter 6 verse 9. So if you continue to sleep and wake up in the morning, and you refuse to wake up in the midnight to deal with altars in your family, please forget about success. Forget about progress. Forget about it. Because we don't handle them by morning. We handle them by midnight. Am I making some sense here? Where are the people? Where are you? Am I showing you something? We handle them by night. Night. I didn't know this when I didn't plan to say these things to you. I didn't plan to say these things to you. But yesterday morning, I was listening to the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa, and he was talking about how he conquered Benin City. God gave him 14 days of all-night instruction, and through that, he conquered Benin City in Nigeria. You see, at the all night, the altars, the gods, he conquered them by all night. By all night. So, those who like to sleep, and number two, those who wake up in the midnight and you look for prophecies, stop these things. Please, when you wake up and you join, whether I am here or not, join people who are praying serious like this platform, because that is the way we handle spiritual matters. Don't join prophetic ones. By 3 o'clock or 2:30 going, they begin to prophesy. Listen to it. But from 12 up to 3 o'clock, don't join prophetic. It will never do anything for you. I'm telling you, I'm also a prophet. I see little. I prophesy a little. I see a little bit of visions. Yes. If you are joking with me, you can ask the lady called Hannah. By God's grace, I gave her a prophecy and she was shocked. I asked her, who is this mad person? And she said, this is Asumesi. I don't want to mention the person. And from that time, the sister is so tight with me. He doesn't joke with me. We give prophecies. So we are telling you the secret, and the secret is the midnight. If you want to handle altar, that is what in the Bible. My brother, display the scripture there again. Display the scripture there again. The Leviticus chapter number 6 verse 9. Display it and see. I told you by example, by the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa conquered altars in Benin City by midnight instruction that God gave to him. By midnight. He said at the morning that God told him to declare that Nigeria, Benin City is free. Why? Because he conquered. He said one time he's supposed to go at the night, and he was so scared. 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. thereabout. That is how we conquer. Look at what he said. Command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar all night. Have you seen it? Not all morning. He says all night. All night. All night. So in the night, when you wake up, please don't look for prophecies. Don't look for anything. Look for something that can confront the altars, the witchcraft, the evil people that are disturbing you. He says, all night unto the morning, and the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. Number 2, ways to handle altar is fire. When you call the fire of God. Elijah and his people, they placed altar, and Elijah told them that you people Put some water. Put some water. Put some water on the altar. Apart from all these things they happened there, Elijah called the fire of God, and the altar was burnt. He burned it. So what you need is to the fire. You have to call the fire. Call the fire. Call the fire. Call the fire of God. Call the fire of God. Go back to Joshua chapter 11. No? Go back to Joshua chapter 11. Go back to Joshua chapter 11. The fire of God. The fire of God. The fire of God. Am I taking your time? I know I'm taking a little bit because God has given me instruction to explain these things to you people. Yes, God. You did that. Did that. Nanti de Urade de Mayeno. Nanyibi. Look at what happened. Go back a little bit. 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 Then where you see he burned the chariot with the fire. Go back a little bit. You will find it. Verse number 9. Verse number 9. And Joshua did unto them as the Lord bade him. As I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I used to come to the platform morning. Sometimes I used to come on 4 times on the platform. But these days, it is not working like that. And God is giving me instruction. God is giving me instruction. And Joshua did unto them as the Lord bade him. And he hauled their horses and burned their chariot with what? With what? All of us. With what? Who is again? Is it one person is there on the platform here? He burned their chariot with fire. So you have to learn to call fire. You have to learn to call fire all the time. You have to learn to call fire. You have to learn to call fire. Everyone shout fire 7 times. Wake up and shout fire 7 times. Everyone shout fire 7 times. Shout fire 7 times. Shout fire 7 times. Come on. Come on. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, come on. Shout fire. Everyone shout fire. Shout fire. Shout fire 7 times. Shout fire. Everyone keep on. Keep on. Shout fire. Elekataya. This is instruction. Makoza badadada. Rebadayadada. Lebadadada. Come on, shout fire. Shout fire 7 times. Hey. Something is happening. Something is happening this midnight. I've not encountered a midnight like this. I've not encountered a midnight like this. I've not encountered a midnight like this. Since we started this midnight prayer, I've not encountered a midnight like this before. Where God can speak to me clearly in my ears like this. Listen to me. Today I've used a lot to talk to you. Listen. And the last way to handle altar is sacrifice. Sacrifice. The last way to handle altar. That is why you saw in the Bible from Leviticus says offering. That's why it says offering. And Joshua chapter 6 verse 25. Put it there, my brother. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. The sacrifice. Hear me. Hear the sacrifice I will mention. Hear the sacrifice I will mention. Hear it. Makataya dada. Rebadadada kataya. Rekatatata. Lebadadada. Where is the quotation? Madiko Sia. Rebadadada. Zagadada. Let me read Joshua. Judges chapter 6 verse 25. Judges chapter 6 verse 25. Look at it. And Joshua saved. I say Judges. Judges, okay. Judges. Judges chapter 6 verse 25. Sorry for that, my brother. And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altars of Baal that thy fathers has, and cut down their groving that is by it. Sacrifice. 3 ways to handle altars. Sacrifice. And what is the first sacrifice? Yourself. The first sacrifice is yourself. It is so a sacrificial to wake up at midnight, 1 a.m. to pray. It's a sacrifice. So when you wake up 1 a.m., I am saying it again, it's a sacrifice. Don't waste it to look from one platform to other for a prophet to speak prophecies to you. Use it to do something that will make your life better in the morning, in the day. Sacrifice. The sacrifice of prayer. So the first sacrifice is for you to wake up. And it is hard. Sometimes me, pastor, talking to you here, waking up 1 a.m. is a difficult. It's a sacrifice. Romans chapter 12 verse 1 say, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Yourself. And the other ones are offering. Money, and other things. But the first one is the huge one. Sacrifice yourself at the midnight for breakthrough of the day. Sacrifice your midnight for the breakthrough of the day. Do you remember the encounter of Jacob between the angel? It was midnight. It was midnight. When it turns to the morning, it was a breakthrough for Jacob. God bless you. That is all I have for you. That is all I have for you according to information from the Lord. According to information from the Lord. The wise will listen. The wise will listen. Let's take a prayer and I'll begin to pray for you. Let's take a prayer. Kuladada. Say, every premature death in my family, any altar that kill people before their time in my family, as I pray, let that spirit be scattered by fire. let that spirit be scattered by fire.
I believe you have been blessed by this message. For more information, please visit www.funaspleromachapel.org or follow us on our social media platforms at Samuel Ampomah Ministries on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Stay blessed.